Hey everyone, it's Cassie.
It's Esty. We're best friend-in-laws. We've got some shit to say.
I'm ready. Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back to another episode.
Happy Thursday.
How are you, bestie?
I'm doing okay. You know, I'm dealing with some back pain this week.
You need to go to get your knots clinked out of you.
Yeah. How are you doing with graduation prep?
I'm stressed.
I think you're more stressed than the graduation.
Seriously.
Oh, man.
It's funny because every day he's like, well, but what am I doing tomorrow? I'm like, nothing. As of right now, nothing. He's at grad night tonight. He's been gone all day. Pick him back up tomorrow. I'm going to try to let him recover because we had such a long weekend. And then I'm going to take some time off and take him down to get his ID, his license, his ID. He needs a bank account. He needs to get a job.
Yeah.
A job until school starts in the fall.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
It wouldn't be his first summer working. He used to do that at
Mr. Sign Flipper.
Mr. Sign Flipper.
This time it'll be legit on paper.
Yeah.
And traceable. I did ask when I went to go pick up some groceries before you came over, and they said they're hiring at Save Mart. So, and if he goes like graveyard, they have a shift differential.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I mean, it's a good starter job, like stocking shelves or whatever.
Yeah.
I'll take
He
it.
could ride a bike.
He could walk, literally. Take his skateboard. But yeah, other than that, thank God for a 3-day weekend.
Yes. I had a long weekend.
How'd the party go?
It went really well. Aiden had the best day ever, he said. I was hurting, like, again, my back.
Yeah.
Daniel's back was hurting.
You think you carry your stress on your back?
Yeah, well, it's my hip. I have, like, a bad hip.
Yeah.
But, yes. And so, that was fun. Not as many people showed up as we expected, but it's okay.
Yeah.
He said he had the best day ever. And that's all that matters.
It was so cute.
And, yeah, everything came out really nice.
Yeah.
And we just relaxed the last 2 days, built Legos, watched movies, you know.
It's cute. I'm glad he had a good time. Everything looked perfect.
Yeah.
So that's really good. How about Sunday?
Sunday we went to church, which the kids love that. It was kind of funny though, because Rowan got in a little stiff with a kid at church.
Oh, not at church.
I was like, come in. He's like, he came at me, Mom, so I had to defend myself. And I'm like, okay, well, next time just like tell an adult. Oh yeah, it was Rowan's first time getting in trouble at the church class, so I wasn't used to that. But it was so funny though too, because later in the day we went to ice cream with my dad that night, and he was just being so mischievous before we went. And then we get there, and he goes, Grandpa, do you know that God's disciples, like, he goes all in.
Like, he paid attention.
Yeah, he learned everything he needed to learn still, even though he got in trouble. And I was like, gosh, he's such my Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, 1 minute we were late getting there to the ice cream place because of his shoes. And then the next he gets off the car, he's like, Grandpa! Still really nice, because I like that, you know, even though he got in trouble, like, he's getting something out of it.
Yeah.
So.
That's good, because for us, Sunday morning, it was about like 9, 10 a.m. We kind of slept in a little bit, and we decided that we were going to just take off. I think a part of me has just been wanting to go to the beach and get out of here, get a change of scenery, and so we're just like, guys, get up, like, pack an overnight bag. You don't need nothing but some pajamas, some chonies, and, you know, an outfit to come home in. So we literally booked the room on the road and headed to Monterey. It was so beautiful. We had such good weather. we hit the aquarium on Sunday night, and then had a nice dinner, and then got up in the morning, had a nice breakfast, went down to the beach and kind of just relaxed and hung out. We hit some bubblegum shrimp, and it was just nice. It was nice to have a little short getaway. And to be honest, I don't know how many more trips we're going to have with Renzo, since like high school's finishing. He's going to get his own little life of his own. And I think that we kind of we needed this as a little family of 4. And I don't know how many of these trips I'm going to have left. So I'm kind of just taking it all in and trying not to get emotional. But I know that I need it. I know that Isaac needs it. We all seen what happened in LA. I think it's starting to dawn on him that like Renzo's not going to be around. And I'm not saying that he's like truly not going to be around, but he's going to grow up. He's going to have a life of his own. He has a girlfriend. College is starting in the fall. We're just kind of just soaking in the fact that like our little family unit is going to be coming to an end soon. I mean, he's always going to be our little Renzo, but you have to accept the fact that he's going to grow up and start drifting away. So,
and they always say the boys always follow the girls.
Yeah, I know.
And I feel like I'm glad I have one girl that's always going to be home. I'm just kidding.
Seriously, I'm going to be the paternal grandmother that probably will never get her grandkids.
Yeah, that's literally, I seen actually, when you brought up if I seen a TikTok of a mom saying, I'm grateful I'm only a girl mom. That means like I'll always see my grandkids.
It's freaking actualities. Like, it's actual, factual, hard-ass truth. I didn't have a relationship too well with my dad's mom.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I all think, like, it just depends. Because, like, you can try. Mm-hmm. If you don't see the effort, then that's, like, also. Because look at my situation. My kids aren't really close to any of their grandparents. I mean, they have different bonds with each one, but I would say, like, they're all, like, boo-boos. Their grandma. But that's because I'm close to her.
Yeah. But also, you put in the effort.
Yeah.
To make sure the kids see their grandparents.
Yeah, and that goes for both sides. Like, their dad's side, my side. Yeah. Even my non-blood-related mom, she has a relationship with the kids. Yeah. And she lives far. But it's just, I think it's at a point where we could only do our part, know. If a grandparent really wants to, they would. Yeah. Just like in anything else. Just like people. Yeah. Aunts. Family.
I can't wait. I mean, I know that I can wait. I know that Renzo has said that he wants to wait until he's 30, until he has his first child. And I can wait. That's perfectly fine. But when that baby comes, I'm snatching. Yeah. Like, go ahead, go out.
Yeah.
I'll babysit.
I see parents come in with their, like, newborns, and then the parents are, like, they're the grandmas, and I'm like, it's okay, unwrap the baby. They're kind of warm. You have them too wrapped. Yeah. But, it's definitely it's good to have support.
Yeah. Anyways, that's far, far in the future.
And you have Sebastian.
Yeah. He's my little.
He's a little brother.
I think that's why I got a dog, because I knew this moment was coming. I needed another baby all over again.
Yeah.
That's how I knew, like, when Renzo was 5, I knew I was ready for another baby, and I feel like that's what it's happening again.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shit. I need another baby.
Yeah.
I have a puppy. That's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
want to show you this video, and I want to get your thoughts on it.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
Go back in there and tell her you guys need to get your uniform on, please. I gotta go to work. No. Today's your mama's day. Not my responsibility to make y'all lunch. That's her. She didn't buy those shoes. Take them off. You going out there barefoot today?
So I know that it's a skit. It's clearly, like, says it on there that it's just for laughs. It's just a skit. But I was so bothered by this.
Why?
Because I would never. And I'm a hard, like, stance on that. I would never. In the beginning, when we first separated, it was a go back and forth between the two houses in one bag. Like, and then I started realizing that it was like, how are we going to make this work during the school season? How are you supposed to take your clothes with you and bring them back? So then I would drop them off with the bag on the side and their backpack on the side. And the kind of, our rule, I guess, unwrittenly, was just send them back in whatever they want on Friday. Like, that's, make it easy, right?
Yeah.
I had all the clothes. He didn't have any clothes. So it was just easier at that time. But, little by little, he built a wardrobe. And he was just like, it's fine. Remember I told you it was week on, week off. So we exchanged on Mondays. He had to have a week's worth of clothes. So that was fine for us. And eventually it was just like, since it was like a full week apart from each other, whatever, I send them in, send them back. It's far enough apart. It's not like it's Friday and Monday. It's like a full week apart from each other.
Yeah.
So it worked out, and that was fine. And we didn't run into the, where are my pants, where are my shoes, I'm missing this, I'm missing that. It feels like gatekeeping. And I was like, I know it's funny, it's a skit, I get it. But I was like, oh, I hate this so much. I'm stuck.
But the skit is based off some people's reality.
Oh, I know.
Like, you know, for me, I'm very, if I don't get it back, I don't get it back.
It's a loss, right?
It's a loss.
Yeah.
I'd feel like recently we'll be like, hey, I know we both shop at Target. So we both buy some of the kids similar things. So I can understand they get, like, confused. But when I'm literally down to, like, nothing sometimes, I'm like, hey, can you send a few things that you can find, that you know you didn't buy, that are possibly for my house? But majority of the time, I'm buying new stuff all the time. I get anxiety if any of their stuff comes to my house.
You just want to give it back.
I want to give it back right away.
Yeah.
I don't like confrontation. I don't like them to have to ask for it back.
You know what's a big one is jackets.
Oh,
because
jackets.
A lot of the times, especially when the weather's warming up, it's like, oh, you need a jacket because maybe you're doing drop-off at night. But then you're getting them back maybe during the day or something like that. And it's like, I'm out of jackets.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Forget about it.
It's gone.
It's gone. Not so much with my kids, but my my stepson,
It might be in the
my
lost
other
and found
child. He just sometimes doesn't take it to his mom's and gets left at school or you know, things. I'm very with him because, like I said, I have two parts. I am a primary home for my kids.
Yeah.
And we are the other home for him, which is okay. But I always tell him, because he will sometimes like, oh, I have to take that home. I'm like, honey, I always send your stuff home. You don't have to remind me. Don't worry. I'll wash it.
It's not.
I will send it back.
He is being reminded.
Yes, you know, but I just try to give him that comfort that, you know, don't worry.
Yeah.
I will make sure it gets taken back. Either on you, the next time you come. So I normally do that. Whatever he comes in on Friday, I'll wash and send back on like, Monday, or if we got him Wednesday. Like, I just always kind of like keep those to the side. I don't even put them away in his drawers.
Yeah.
They are put aside somewhere else. Because I also have that worry.
Yeah.
It goes for both sides. I don't want to hear her thinking we have his stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't want them to say that we have their stuff. Prime example, Emma brought swimming goggles from their house. Mm-hmm. We met at a swim party. They brought their goggles from their dads. They left. I took them home. They had their goggles from their house. Next day we had the pool party. Mm-hmm. Can we take these goggles? No. Miss Emma snuck them anyways. What happened? Her goggles broke. Oh, they got stepped on my time. Mm-hmm. So here I am. They just got delivered today. Ordering the goggles on Amazon, looking the exact ones to make sure they're the exact ones, because I don't want to hear on Thursday when I drop them off, the goggles are broken. Where are the goggles?
Or you owe me money.
Or I owe you money. But it's not saying that they are going to. Maybe they're not. But also, it's in my anxiety of like, I'll just replace it. Yeah. No questions asked. Yeah. And I feel like that's how I am with everything when it comes with the kids.
It's when they are not like that in return.
Yeah, I don't feel like... it's not like I'm wearing none of our kids are either of our sizes. Mm-hmm. Even when they were little, it was like, oh, I want their shoes. Mm-hmm. It's not like I'm wearing them.
That's the thing. I think that's the part that is like really frustrating for me is like, those are my pants. I bought those pants. They're not your pants. They're the child's. Mm-hmm. Do you wear their pants? Do you have other children who wear the same size? Like, no, because in all our situations here, no. The answer is no. So, to be tripping over a pair of pants that you can get at Target for $6 is an unnecessary conflict for me. Mm-hmm. Just doesn't make sense. Yeah, and that's why I'd rather not ask for my stuff back. I have here and there on certain things, because our kids are getting older, so things cost more, and they like certain things. So I just feel that's where it's getting tricky. I am waiting until they get to the age where they're like, Mom, hey, I want to pack some of my clothes from here and take them, or vice versa, and hopefully they will be okay with that, just like I would be okay with that, because... they're going to eventually have their own style. Right now, we kind of still buy their clothes and pick what they want. But eventually, they're going to want their own style. Yeah. So, they're going to want to take their clothes with them. And I feel like they're their clothes. It's okay. Things that they get for their birthdays, they want to take over there. Yeah. I don't care, And if they don't bring it back, well, then you don't have it, when you come back, and then that's not my problem. That's your problem because you left it there. Do you think there's any, clause or anything like that you could put in an order?
People do. I read online.
What is it even called? Property?
No, it's straight. You can get, a saying in there, we'll return their clothes or shoes or whatever within a 1 to 3 day grace period. I follow a lot of attorneys on TikTok, and these are things people put in there.
I've seen, but I figured it was for, school-aged children or whatnot, those stamps that you can buy to, kind of like an ink that stains the clothes that says, their initials or, something like that. I could see, for the lost and found purposes of school, that I left a jacket behind, and you definitely tell it's yours or whatnot, but, to have it be a whole clause is a little outrageous.
I've got my stuff returned to me with my name written on a tag, and I confronted them and I was like, why are you writing my name on clothes that I purchased? I didn't do that. Yeah. If you want to write a name on anything, write it on the clothes you purchased, because some of my clothes I passed down to my nieces and nephews. I don't want my name on there. That's weird.
Yeah, that is crazy. Anyways, I just saw it, and I, wanted to chuck my phone, because I was like, it's not funny. I know your intentions were to be funny, like baby mama drama funny. It just wasn't funny for me. It made me so uncomfortable.
Because it could be vice versa, too. It could be the dad. It doesn't have to be the mom. It could be the dad.
Yeah.
It could be a grandparent. It could be anyone that you're sharing a child with.
I felt like the moment that he was sending the kids back, and he was like, no, that's mine. Like, takes their backpack, takes their shoes. Like, I was like, oh, it gives me the ick. Yeah. Because I know it's out there. It exists, and it's disgusting behavior. Because you're putting the child in the middle. It's really pettiness between the two of y'all, and not for the child. It doesn't benefit the child at all. Except for like, oh, I can't take these shoes. I love these shoes. Why can't I take them with me? That's crazy. You're not hurting the other person. Because the other person can probably care less.
Exactly.
It's just, or do you think it's a reason to have more communication? I know this will trigger them, and I know that they'll call me.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, also, when you think about people that parallel parent and don't talk at all and just email, I'm sure there's somewhere in there where they're, like, about the clothes situation. There has to be, because some parents don't even communicate at all.
Yeah.
So, they're not going to ask for their clothes back.
Yeah.
Maybe send an email.
I had heard on another podcast about a clause for altering physical appearance.
Yes.
Have you seen that? So, like, haircuts, piercings.
Also heard that on an attorney TikTok. Yeah, you can have that in there. You can have birth control clause about talking about anything. You can put anything in a court order if you have an attorney or you guys come to an agreement that it has to be put in there.
How do you think about that far enough in advance, though? Like, have an attorney as a friend who's been there, done that, seen it all?
Graduating plans. I mean, that's what graduating plans are, so you don't have to go so often.
Yeah.
But if it's not in there, it's not in there.
That's crazy. Like, it just feels like it should be a simple conversation. Hey, your son wants to get or your son or daughter wants to get their ears pierced. How do you feel about it? Like, either we could go together, or if they say no, is it no? Do you have to explain that to the child that, well, they said no? I don't know.
I feel like it depends on your situation. If you're in a high conflict co-parenting, or no conflict but no communication. I mean, my youngest right now is growing his hair out almost like a mullet. I don't really know what's going on with it. But he wants it to grow, but he still gets haircuts. But when he gets a haircut, it doesn't really look like he got a haircut. I don't know. But that's what he likes, so that's what Dad gets. And if I was me taking him, I would just be like, that's their own way. A few years ago, Emma wanted to chop her hair off, so I let her. She wanted bangs, like Wednesday last year. That was like what she was into, Yeah. We let her.
But did it create conflict?
It did, But I always feel like when it comes to our kids' haircuts, we shouldn't have to pass that by one another because it's hair.
Yeah, it grows back.
It grows back.
Yeah. And
our kids are that's what she wanted, or that's what he wants.
What about, since you co-parented all the way back to, like, Rowan being born, how about the first haircut?
No. I just did it.
Just did it, and did it create conflict?
Honestly, I don't remember. If I did, I probably blocked it out.
Do you think it should have created?
No.
Or should not.
I don't think so. I think at the time I was taking care of all the kids' haircuts, so it wasn't even...
Throw one more in the chair.
Yeah, it wasn't really a big thing.
That was probably your aunt.
Yeah, it was my aunt,
yeah. So to a stranger that just didn't care enough to,
And she's licensed, so it's not like I just took him to someone that's just learning or doesn't have a license. Because
she's going to take care of them.
Yes.
More than anything.
And I feel like sometimes we would get comments like, their hair cut wasn't right, or just comments. And it's just like, you're just trying to pick at it now. Yeah. Like, it's going to grow back too. Or like, when they were babies, they would move or something, but... She's been doing it for a lot of years, so I'm not gonna...
It's like knocking the entire salon.
Yeah.
I've never faced anything like that. So it was just interesting to me, and I know that other people go through it, and like I said, I heard it on another podcast, and I was just like, this is a thing. This is what people go through.
I seen someone also put a clause in there, like, when they can get their license and who can buy them a car.
Well,
or, like, we are going to spend this amount of money per kid or on a car.
Like 50-50 or something.
Or this is our max cap out for our first car. Like,
That's
they're not...
actually a smart idea.
You know?
Yeah. Which is not something I have thought about when you separate, you know, or, like I said, it's, for us, it's been 10 plus years, so I wouldn't have thought far enough ahead to be like, oh, by the way, let's put this in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think unless you have the means to meet with an attorney that's willing to help you walk through everything, it's probably never going to be something you think of right away. It's just kind of like, it's a highly stressful situation of just trying to get in front of a judge.
Yes.
Just trying to get your foot in the door to get something on paper. You don't sit and think about all the other stuff. You know, same thing in divorce.
Mm-hmm.
There should have been a lot of stuff that should have been put in there, but it was just like, let's just get it over with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. These Moscato bubbles are getting to me.
Oh, gosh. Okay, since we're going to be getting into June for dads, I'm going to give you a few dad jokes to see if I can get you to laugh.
Oh, God. I'm ready.
Okay. How do you make a tissue dance?
I know this one.
Oh. Put a little boogie in it. Okay, this one I'm probably sure you don't know. What's Forrest Gump's password?
What?
One Forrest one.
Oh, that might be my next password option.
Okay. Let's see. Let me think of a different one. Why did the potato blush?
Why?
It saw the salad dressing.
Oh my god.
Okay. Gosh, these are actually I think they're funny. What's blue and doesn't weigh much?
What?
Light blue.
Oh, stupid.
Where do you learn to make a banana split?
Where?
Sunday school.
Oh, Lord. That's enough.
Dun, dad jokes.
What did you do?
I am blessed with strength and peace. The love of God is shown in me.
I need more affirmation.
My daily Bible affirmations cup. It has all those stuff. Be the light!
Stop. I have the giggles right now.
Okay. God is within her. She will not fall.
Oh, I like that one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Kids.
Alright, blind read. Am I the asshole moment? My ex and I divorced over 11 years ago when my son was 2. We did split custody with her as the primary. When he turned 6, she decided she wanted full custody, with me having limited visitations. Since I did everything for him and he was bonded to me, I fought tooth and nail and it paid off. I was awarded primary with her getting less parenting time. Here's the real issue. She's been engaged for about 6 years and the guy is a total clown. Causes problems every possible chance he can get. Not to mention he'll make a petty comment here and there about my son about me, which my son sees through. Usually my ex defends him and says he doesn't like me because of the problems I've caused, which I don't care if he doesn't like me, not my current wife. I keep my mouth shut for our son's sake. But it takes everything I got sometimes to hold back. Because of the things he's said and done have caused more problems for my son and our co-parenting relationship than anything else. It's purely self-serving and ego-driven on his part. With that being said, she's always asking for favors, switching days, meeting at different drop-off locations to accommodate her. Since my ex makes no apologies and it specifically says she can't control him, should I just tell her no? I try to be accommodating to keep the peace, but for what? It does no good. Maybe I should just stand up a little bit more. By me telling her no, I won't switch or accommodate the schedule. Does that make me an asshole? For what it's worth, I very rarely ask for favors, and the couple of times I have, it came with strings attached.
I don't think you're an asshole for setting boundaries and limitations. So it's one thing like, hey, there's an emergency. Can you get them early? Mm-hmm. If it's like, hey, it's my weekend and I don't want to switch weekends, can you just get them on my weekend? And this is happening multiple times. Yeah. Set your boundaries and limits. Like, no. I'm big for one, even if like it's for a birthday party that's on their side of the family and they want to see the kids, then that's fine. Yeah, like I'll make accommodations and I'm not gonna ask for that time back either. Yeah. But I would like it in return if there was something on my family's time, on like that's happening on their time, you know, that accommodation. Yeah. And I don't like to keep tabs of the favors or of I wouldn't even call them favors. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really do that, but I don't think he's an asshole for setting limitations and boundaries.
Well, he's following the order.
He's following the order.
And I think if you're doing it in a polite way, but also staying firm, then I think it's justifiable. I don't think that you ever need to say no because that asshole blah, blah, blah. I don't think that has anything to do with it. But if you're tired of the bullshit and you're tired of giving in to her, but you're not getting any respect in return, I think that you can just simply say
no.
No. And or just refer back to no, the order says this and I'd like to stick to that. Mm-hmm. Until you I don't know. I don't think that's a fixable situation.
It's not.
She's gonna stay with him. She's going to continue to have his back. Because even saying I can't control him is having his back. Mm-hmm. You're not doing anything to fix it. And he's not doing anything to help the situation. So, no. The answer is a good, firm no. Fuck you and your feelings and that man you sleep with. Like, no.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of ways to bounce back from that unless you sit down and have a whole meeting and just be like, listen, I heard you were running your mouth. And I don't think it's necessary. Like, if the problem is personal, then personally address it. Mm-hmm. But if it's literally just because you just don't like me for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
No. Especially because he says he's remarried.
Yeah, they're both remarried. They're both with someone else.
What's the point?
What's the point?
So, no. Absolutely not. Stick to your guns. And, I'd move on. I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
Fuck with it no more. Mm-hmm. At least it sounds like they only have one kid.
Yeah.
But
I'm like, just don't talk bad about the other parent to a child.
It's so easy to do, but like even if they're within earshot, pay attention to your surroundings. Vent in the privacy of your like pillow talk. Maybe at the end of the night, of like, okay, I don't like this, or
no, I made a rule. Sorry, we're not talking about the other parents while we're laying in our bed.
Yeah, that too.
You know? That is our space.
Yeah.
So.
Unless it's something that you can mutually agree on, like, damn, we've both witnessed on something and I need to get it off my chest kind of thing, I can see that. But, like, there should be no reason to talk. I don't see what could possibly come up that you guys need to have a conversation about it. Or you're just going to sit here and bash him, like.
Yeah.
Pointless. It gets you nowhere.
And if he's not primarily with you guys, you can talk crap about us.
Oh, when he's in the off time,
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. We don't have to all love each other, but at least, like, behave.
Yeah. Be cordial. Stick to the court order or, you know, set the boundaries.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
All right. I want to wrap this up. How are you feeling? Any last words?
I'm ready for my medicine.
All right, movies time. Till next Thursday.
Yes. Talk to you later, besties.
See you soon. Bye.
Thanks for listening to another hour of our bullshit.
Make sure you follow us on all of our socials at bfil.podcast.
You can catch us every week on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Bye, besties!